Hello, beautiful, beautiful people. Round 2 for the devotions, the mini masterclass. If you are here, please say a big hello. It's always nice to connect and share the love with you all. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the first part of the mini series masterclasses. I will be doing this over the next 4 Thursdays. And each Thursday will be a different topic. These topics are part of me being a modern day mystic, part of what I do for myself, what I share with my clients, what I share with my family, what I share with the world. So the first part of this is on devotions. So if you are here, please say hello. And if you're watching this on the afterplay, just put hashtag afterplay. It is my absolute pleasure to be here and share this with you. And yes, big hugs to you all. Okay, so let's get started. Devotions, devotions, devotions. And that is today's masterclass. But before we actually start, let's just take some nice centering breaths just to bring us into our body, which is always so important, especially when we start to do our devotions. Okay, so I want everybody just to do some nice shoulder rolls backwards and forwards. So good. Maybe a little bit of shaking. And now let's do some nice sighing. Letting go of all the clutter in our head, letting go on the things on our to-do list, letting it all go. So taking a nice big breath in, everyone. And a slow releasing sigh out. So good. Beautiful. And again, a nice big breath in, everyone. And it's really important to have that sound and that sigh as we release. And again. And just letting your body soften. If you are able to, and it's safe to, I invite you to ground through your feet. To actually take your shoes off and to feel into the soles of your feet. And to feel into your hips and your back, wherever you are, just to soften, just to feel that you're being supported. And just allow yourself to gently close your eyes. And allowing your mind to soften. Just simply noticing the sounds inside your space. Just let them flow in and flow out. And even noticing the sound of your own beautiful breath just coming and going. Coming and going. And there's no need to do anything, just breathe in and out. Slowly and deliberately, a nice big breath in and out. Letting your body just slow down. Letting your body uncoil a little just in this moment. Letting the edges of our bodies soften. Relax and release a little. Just taking a moment to notice how you are in this moment. Notice how you are feeling in your body. Noticing the places of tension, and we breathe into those. And noticing the places of softness, and we breathe into those. Just taking a moment to really just connect. Connect with your body. Connect with your breath. And to connect to your spirit. Beautiful. And just allowing yourself now just to gently arrive back. Doing some nice little shoulder rolls backwards and forwards. Giving yourself a nice big hug. Yeah, nice big hug. And then when you're ready, beautiful ones, opening up your glorious eyes. So first of all, thank you. Thank you very much for joining me today on the first mini series class. And today is all about devotions, rituals, and sacred contracts. And you might ask, why is this important for us? Why is this important to us as mothers, as women, as teenagers, that we actually create a space in our lives to soften, to retreat into, to give ourselves back to our own majestic hearts? Many of us get caught up in the busyness of the day and the noise of the day and the clutter of the day. Like there's so much doing. And devotions and rituals and sacred contracts carve out space for us to be. They carve out those moments where we can be truly connected to who we are, to our hearts, to our spirit, so that it can actually give us that soul nurturance that we are so desperately craving for in this busy world. It allows us to feel connected back in again with ourselves, because many of us in the busy world get caught up in things, and we can really feel that level of disconnect to our body, disconnect to our breath, disconnect, and that's when all of that disconnection comes in. We can feel overwhelmed, we can feel anxious, we can feel depressed, like we can really start to feel that level of losing ourselves, not knowing who we are anymore, not knowing what is it that we're here for. So devotions, the practice of devotion and the practice of creating that for ourselves is really pivotal, especially in the modern day. Do you know what I mean? Especially working mums, working women, to actually carve out this. So let me just check my notes. Yes, we want to create a space where we can actually retreat into and find that level of stillness for ourselves. And let me just debunk a few things about devotions and sacred contracts and rituals. The fact is that it doesn't have to be like what we think. First in the morning, at night, it can be whatever suits your life, whatever actually feels right for you. It is taking that intentional moment of saying, this is for me. This is to refill my cup up, to refill my energy up, to actually connect back to me. So one of the beautiful ladies that had been a part of my program, the Joyful Goddess, part of her devotion practice was getting her first cup of tea, sitting outside, playing with the dogs before her children got up, before the partner got up, just to sit in the freshness of the day and to take that beautiful pause moment. And that was her devotion. That was her sense of serenity and her sense of claiming herself. You can make a devotional practice daily. You can make it on the go. You can make it whatever works for you. But one of the key ingredients for setting up a devotional practice is it needs to be consistent. It needs to anchor you into the day so that you can create from that space of how you want to be in the day. Instead of manic and crazy and packing lunches and doing stuff and all of that, getting ready for work and the heads go, you can actually just allow yourself to take that time to recenter, reconnect, and feel into your day. Some of the benefits of creating a devotional practice for yourself is that it gives you the space just to feel into what's going on for yourself, to listen to your intuition, to have more emotional resilience throughout the day, especially if we've got meetings and we've got big things happening and we've got kids, and we actually can build that emotional and spiritual resilience by giving back to ourselves. Many of us are like people pleasers. We overgive, we overdo, but this devotional practice is about giving back to ourselves. So that's what we really want to do, is give that space back to us. Give ourselves the love and the care. Another part of a devotional practice can be, you can do a breath. You can do rituals, as in lighting a candle in the morning or evening or wherever, just taking that pause moment. It might be lighting a incense and putting a beautiful blessing over that. It may be saying a mantra, and the mantra, for example, might be, I am divine love. Or if that doesn't feel right for you, I breathe in peace and joy, and I breathe out peace and joy. Or I breathe in calm and I breathe out calm. Implementing a mantra is also a good thing if you want to create a devotional practice. As mentioned before, devotional practice can be 10 minutes sitting out in the beautiful sunshine in nature, or you can set up a full-on devotional practice that constitutes some beautiful breath work, that constitutes some dancing or yoga, that constitutes journaling, that constitutes encoding your reality, what you want to bring to your day, what are the aspects of your soul that you're wanting to bring, like the joy or the happiness or patience, to actually bring that into your reality. Other things you can do is setting up an altar, a little altar where you want to have a place where you can put your objects and put your sacred things on. For example, you might like to put some feathers on there, or special rocks, special photographs of our loved ones, whether they've been deceased or are present with us, animals. You might like to put on there any goddess cards or cards that really speak to you. You might like to put on write on your affirmations on there. It's your altar, so it's a special place for you to remind you of your holiness, of your sacredness. So that is one thing that you can do. What's the other thing? I'll just grab my notes. Thank you. You can sing, you can chant, you can do a lot of things in your devotion, but the main thing is that it's created for you. And it's not another thing for you to do on your to-do list and, I've got to do my devotions. Not at all. We actually want to have that sense, and we want to look forward to our devotional practice. So 5 minutes, 10 minutes, an hour, whatever your devotional practice is, just start. Start it and keep it going. My suggestion for that is to keep it simple, so that you can maintain it over a period of time, and it'll get easier and it will anchor you into the day. It will give you more emotional resilience. It will give you joy. Allow yourself to know your peace, to feel your peace. And it also allows us to have the still point in our day. So instead of busy, like yang in yoga, we can actually come back into yin and come back into stillness. Come back, let me reground, reauthor myself into who I am. So devotionals are a big part. If you are wanting to change or create a change, devotions are a very big part of that, because it actually helps to rewire the brain. And even more importantly, it helps to rewire our nervous system. Especially if our nervous system is a bit wide for fight or flight, if that's your default, or freeze, that you can actually go in and have a look and go, okay, let me come back to my place of where I feel calm. Let me come back to where I feel I'm back in charge and back in control. Let me reset myself. So really important to feeling into those states for yourself. And also feeling into our intuition. Very difficult to feel intuitive when we're super busy. Very difficult when our minds are going busy, because intuition is not an intellectual thing. Intuition is us listening to our soul language. So whether that's, the feelings, whether that's the claircognizant thoughts drop in, whether that's clairaudient, that you hear things, or whether or not you see things, clairvoyant. But to actually have a space that honors you. And I'd also suggest to do with your child. If you want to set up an incense and say, we're going to do 5 minutes of breath together, or if you just want to focus on the flame, to actually set it up so that you can bring your family into it. You might like to do yours first and bring your little ones into it. Maybe pick a beautiful magical card to bring into the practice as well. Or we all sit on beanbags together and we all chant. But something really beautiful and nurturing for you. The other aspect of what I love to do with devotions is a sacred contract. This is really important. To write yourself a sacred contract. To actually write something that holds you, and you read this to yourself every day. So you might have, my sacred contract to myself is that I am worthy. I will find a way through things even when I feel overwhelmed and it is difficult. I believe in myself. You can actually write what you want for yourself, so that when you read it to yourself every day, it reminds you of who you truly are. It reminds you of your strength, of your soul purpose. It reminds you that even in the chaos of the busy day, there is a space for you. So sacred contracts are a beautiful thing. It can be big or long, whatever it is. And I encourage people to also read that daily, whether it's beginning, middle, whatever works for you. The other thing that we can bring into our devotional practice is also blessings, acknowledging the blessings that we have in our life. I think that's really a very important practice. The blessings of our health, the blessings of our home, the blessings of our family, the blessings of our abundance, the blessings of just acknowledging them and saying that we are feeling blessed and that there is an essence of gratitude in that as well. We can also, just talking about devotions and rituals, we can also bring rituals in. This is the other aspect. With the rituals, we can bring rituals into our weekly practices, our daily practices, or even our monthly practices. For example, you might like to do a ritual about having a bath. So you light your candles, you set your intention, you have beautiful relaxing music, and you are relaxing. That is your ritual to nurture and love yourself. You might also have a ritual on the full moon. The full moon, I do my forgiveness practice, and on the new moon, I write my new intentions for the month of what I'm wanting to be, who I want to create. So we can do it monthly as well. We can also do it like weekly. Sometimes people have rituals of buying themselves flowers for the house or their family so that they can actually bring that ritual in too. So rituals can work with you. They have an intention, they have a beginning and an end. And these are also very important aspects for all of us, especially with rituals. We can have a beautiful ritual for the people that have passed, ritual for the people the beautiful ones that are being birthed, rituals for the ending of a relationship, ritual of letting go of things that no longer serve you, a ritual of bringing in the new energy of what you're wanting to create. There's lots of beautiful rituals, and these are some of the things that we do. This is what I teach in the Path of the Joyful Goddess. So this is part of that 8-9 week program that we do, and this is module 1, but we go into a lot deeper. So this is setting the temple up. This is setting you up to succeed. This is setting you up to feel into yourself and to really commit, to say, I am committing to me. I am creating a space for me. This is what I'm doing for me. So this is like the foundation of honoring yourself, the foundation of sacred living, of goddess living, the practice of devotions, rituals, and sacred contracts. So it is my absolute pleasure to be here and to talk about such a wonderful topic. I invite you to play around, to actually see how you can create a beautiful self-love devotion for you in your life, in whatever way your world is coming to. And it's best not to start complicated. It's best just to start with simplicity. Taking a moment or 2 moments of just feeling your breath, that's a devotion. Having a dance, that's a devotion. Creating a space for you to journal, that's a devotion, to actually acknowledge yourself. So I hope this was helpful. So some of the things to do is to have a regular practice with it. You can keep it simple devotions. Have the intention for yourself. This is your time, self-care, self-nurturing, self-love. Share it with your kids. Let them know, animals, dogs, people, let them know that this is your space, to give you your space so that you won't be disturbed, that this is especially for you. It doesn't have to be at a certain time of the day or evening or whatever. It has to just work with your timetable, whatever your schedule is. That's first paramount. Writing a sacred contract to yourself, reminding of what you want to bring into the world, reminding of who you are, reminding yourself of what type of parent you want to be or who you want to be at work, or, you know, spread love and kindness to the people you are with, just to create that sacred contract. And then rituals, bringing in the sense of rituals, whether it's bath, having a beautiful bath, weekly, daily, you know, full moon, cycle. You know, we have these rhythms as well, these rituals that can be on the solstice day. It can be on the equinox. It can be how we want to create. So this is, again, part of the Joyful Goddess, and I am very, 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 very excited to share with you. We are starting again on the 9th of October. I will pop in the link. Each week there are 2 sessions. One's the theory, like what we're talking about now, but deeper, and then we do the practical. We actually write, we collaborate, we talk, we share, we create in a group of beautiful sisterhood of women. And that is what we do for 8 to 9 weeks over that time. So I will look forward to seeing you next Thursday. And next Thursday we'll be talking about another topic. So let me know if you want to know anything more, if you want to connect. Very happy to have a chat. It is my absolute pleasure to be here sharing this with you, because it is so good when we nurture ourselves and start to really honor ourselves and move away from the chaos, move away from feeling stuck, move away from feeling disconnected to our bodies and our hearts and our spirit. So setting up devotions is the first step, I believe, for you, for me, for the community. Okay, beautiful, beautiful ones. It is an absolute pleasure. Be happy, be kind, sending the goddess love to you all. And until the next time, I'll see you soon. Mwah.